Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to show you how to do the chords so you can play the piano, do the chords and sing your favorite songs in a very easy way for total beginners who don't know anything about piano. And with this few tips that I'm going to give you, you should be able to play a pretty good amount of songs. So you would do the chords and you would sing in the same time. So let's go. Before we start on the piano, there is one thing to know, just one. And once you know it, it's all good. That's the series that you have in music, which is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. So once you know this, you can associate with them the letters of the alphabet, which are A, it starts here somehow, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so you see la, a. Okay, you have the both a. That's how you can remember, you know, a, a. Okay, or you could have the fa, but fa is with F, so you know, a. So basically, when you know this, you can do a lot because basically when you have a sheet with chords, the chords that you're going to play are going to be with these letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And how you're going to find where you start on the keyboard is going to be by knowing this. I'll show you just now. Maybe it's not very clear, but I'll show you. This is a song I picked like a bit like for the example. It's called I Hate You, I Love You. So this is a song with the lyrics, and you can see that above every lyrics you have a chord, okay? A, G, E, F, A, G, E, F, okay? With a small M here, we're gonna see what this is, and sometimes you don't have an M, okay? So when you're going to sing this, you're going to want to play this on the piano in the same time. Then you sing this, you're going to want to play this on the piano in the same time. Then you sing this, and you're going to change like this. Okay? And I'm going to teach you how to play this stuff. Each letter is usually going to be about 3 fingers that you're going to put on the piano, on the keyboard. When there's a small m, it changes the A. So you can have an A without a small m and an A with a small m, okay? And it's just gonna change a bit how you're gonna put your fingers, that's all. And I'm gonna teach you how to do with the small m and without the small m so you can play all the chords you want for the music you wanna do. Okay, let's go on the keyboard now. Okay, so now we are on the keyboard. This is a very classical keyboard. On the keyboard, you have this do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, and it starts again and again. Where does the do start? So as you can see, you have black and white. The black is 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and it's always the same. The do is always here before the 2, so this is the do. And this is, you have 2 here, that's a do. So between a do and a do, you will have all of these ones, okay? So you start here, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. It's always the same. And I started here, but I could have started here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. It's always the same, okay? Just repeat itself. Just here it's what we call grave, and here it's aigu. So more high-pitched and less more down. So when you will have a chord here, as we have seen them, up, I'm gonna show you. Up. So our first chord, for instance, is in an A. So A is La, as you can see, right? Remember, we put A, B, C, D, E, F, G with Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do, La, Si, okay? Here, La, A, okay? So AM is gonna be La. So I'm gonna search for my La here. So we said the Do is here. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. So my chord, I'm gonna start it here, okay? And then you have to put 2 other fingers somewhere, okay, to do the chord. So how do you know where to put your 2 other fingers? this is where the small m or the no m is going to come in play. So if you have a small m like this, it's going to sound like this. And this is how you're going to put your fingers. So why do I do this? Between each note, you're going to count. Between the do and the re, I'm going to count 1. This is 1. Between the re and the mi, there is 1. 1 is like the space, okay? To go from do to re, I have 1. Re to mi, I have 1. And then to go from mi to fa, as you can see here, you don't have a black spot. So when you don't have a black spot, you don't count 1. You count half a 1. It's like points in a board game, okay? So every time you have a black thing between your notes, you count 1. And every time you don't have anything, you count half a 1. So here you have 1, do, re, I'm counting 1. Re, mi, as you can see black, so I'm going to count 1. Mi, fa, as you can see nothing, so I'm going to count 0.5. So just to make things clearer, I'm going to use here, so between do and re, 1. Re and mi, 1. So as you see, black 1. Mi and fa, I have nothing. I'm going to count 0.5. Fa, fa, sol, I have a black 1, so I'm going to count 1. Sol, la, I have 1, so I'm going to count 1. Si, la, si, same, I have a black 1, so I'm going to count 1. And then we're back to si to do, nothing here, so this is going to be 0.5. So I'm going to put the next do, and I'm going to put 0.5, okay? So when I have a M, which is La, as we saw, La minor, what are we going to count? We're going to count, so our first finger is going to go on the La, as we said. So remember, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. My first finger goes here. Then where is my second finger going to go? My second finger is going to go on the do, which is 1.5. So I'm going to count 1.5. So plus 1.5, where do we go? We go to do. And then plus 2, where do we go? 1, 2, where do we go? On the mi. So plus 2, I arrive to the mi. Okay, so La minor is going to be La, Do, Mi. So when you have a small m, you're always going to count plus 1.5 and plus 2 between the 3 fingers you want to put. Okay, so here I have my chord, first chord. So it's going to be feeling used, ba-dum. And then as you can see, we go for the sol. It's a G here. So before we go for the G, let's remember when we have a small m like this, what we do is, if it's an A, for instance, I put my first finger on the La, because A is La, and I count plus 1.5, and that will give me my second finger. And then I count plus 2, and this is going to give me my third finger. So here it was, do and mi, okay? So every time you have a small m, this is what you should count between your fingers to know what the chord is, okay? Once you have this, you have your chord, and it's finished. You just have to put your fingers and you play it. Okay, now let's see without the m how it's done, okay? So our second chord for the sound was a G with nothing after. G is a sol, so I'm going to put my finger on the sol. One is going to be sol, and then I'm going to be counting plus 2 and then plus 1.5, and then I'm going to have sol, and we're going to see what's the second and the third are going to be. So we're doing our second chord, the sol, which is here for the second phrase. So let's start. Go back to our keyboard. We said do, re, mi, fa, sol, right? So sol is here. My first finger is going to be here. Then I'm going to count. We said plus 2. So 1, 2. and I'm on the C. And then we set plus 1.5, so this is 0.5, from C to Do 0.5, and from Do to Re, that's 1. So it's going to be here. And here is my Sol. I have the second one here, the G. Okay? So that's how it's done. So as you can see on the partition, here, it's all like this, A, G, E, M, F, A, M. So once you know this, you can play anything you want. And you can sing anything you want. Now that we have seen a bit how we make the thing, we're going to try to play this first chord, and I can show you now what you can do. So then you just have to get used to go from one chord to another, but you can start slowly. So we're going to start with the first, A. So actually, if you're doing chords, it's better to start more on the left, because it's more like, yeah. And so then after you can sing the more high pitched things. So for instance, here we have La, so we're going to start exactly like I told you. You have the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, and then I count 1.5, 2, and that's my first chord. So I will play it here because I prefer. So we were here, I just, tac tac, I just moved here. So feeling you, but and then the Sol, still missing you when I can't, and then we have the Mi. See the end of this, just wanna feel your kiss against my lips, and now all this time is passing by, and I still can't seem to tell you why it hurts me every time I see you. Realize how much I need you. And now you have done all the first here. So then after you can get creative with these small chords that you know, you can like start doing like, for instance, here you have the chorus. So I hate you, I love you, I hate that, I love you, don't want to, but I can't put nobody else above you. See, and you can repeat, so you can repeat the same chord during the time you sing. You can also separate the notes. So I still have my chord here, but instead of doing this, I will be doing this like this. See, you can play like this with the 3 notes that you have. You can do a lot of things with them. And so after a while, if you're more at ease, you can also, instead of starting with this, and once you have the 3 notes, you can do them, but in another order. Like you can, instead of doing this, you can do this. Like I just put my La that is here, instead of playing it here, I played it up, see, like this. So I hope that this video was helpful and might help some beginners who want to play some songs. This is like the basic of everything, and you should be able to play a lot of songs with this. One thing though, sometimes you will find with the chords like some other stuff like 7 or dièse or 4 or I don't know what. You don't always need to do these things. You can still simplify the chords and just do what we just learned, and you will be able to do all the songs that you like. Okay, so I hope it was helpful, and see you in the next video. Bye.